I'm thinking about how ownership is such a patently ridiculous concept, like that you could own reality, any piece of it. That could be like yours. I own that, right? I take ownership of this pen. Or think about it just on your piece of property. Like, I own this particle of dirt, or this molecule of sand, or this leaf. You kind of break it down into like, I own this pine needle. And how it becomes laughable at some point. And then you say, at what point in time, like, at what point do you expand and keep on like going from like needle to 2 needles to 11 needles of the branch, and I own, this bush, and like, when does it become like not laughable? Oh, all of a sudden there's this emergence, and like, it goes from being laughable, oh, now it's serious, now it is my object, now I do own it, and that's reasonable that I own that thing, right? That's the social consensus of it. So it's when you examine the concept of ownership, it's like, oh, duh, that doesn't make any fucking sense, right? I was birthed into this world, and now like suddenly that entitles me to own another piece of this world, right? You can steward it, you can aesthetically like manicure it and like, you know be in harmony with it, sure, cool. Owning it's silly. So what my point is like, if you run the tape of like, you go and build, you colonize Mars, Venus, Jupiter, on and on and on and on, right? Break out of even who even knows if we can break out of the solar system, much less like the galaxy, sure. uh it's just like, so you just keep doing like more human stuff, and like you just like wind down the clock of like till the universe hits heat death in like billions and trillions of years. Like, I mean, I can imagine that, and then when I like practically think about like the process of that occurring, and how like, I don't know, how basically uneventful that becomes, how like mundane that becomes. There's like, oh yeah, we'll like build new technology so that we can build new technology, so that we can like harness more energy, so that we can have more children, so that we can have more children and build the more technology in order to go and colonize more of space, in order to like, uh I'm sorry, like, way back, like 8 steps before that, like, I'm sorry, but like, new dimensions have to be have been created, discovered. Like, we leave the human body, like something that we currently perceive as metaphysical will have to have occurred. It's like the classic saying of like, any sufficient amount of technology is indistinguishable from magic. Magic, as we understand it right now, will have to have occurred. Like, there's no other way of thinking about it. We're on a fucking curve right now. My theory, and what seems to be more and more true each day, is we're approaching a singularity, a black hole. That we are either in a black hole right now, or we are going to create one. And the graphic is like, I just saw this great graphic today on Twitter of like, the first whatever, the LHC, the original version, and then you had like the next version, and then like there's this next version that's being proposed for $22 billion, and like this guy makes this joke of like, bro, just give me like a little bit more, bro, please, like I just need a little bit bigger of like a collider, like bro, please let me have it. I need it. I need it. Right? It's like I suspect that whatever, like, we could see one of those, but goes around the entire world, and like that basically will have constituted a black hole or something like that. That we'll have, and like the reason why you see like the spikes out the side from the black hole are like the poles of the actual like planet itself, like North and South Pole. Who fucking knows? Honestly, I'm agnostic about like what or how it actually occurs. That being said, like that would be more appropriate explanation for what humans would end up doing or what ends up occurring on planet Earth. It's so much more like sensical and like uh the story adds up that if we're on an exponential curve, something is happening in the span of planet Earth. We human civilization has existed for 1 millionth of its like of planet Earth's existence. Like something, not go and colonize Mars and build more technology is occurring. No, no, something metaphysical, godlike, and like mind blowing is occurring. Exponential is incomprehensible. It doesn't like it's computationally irreducible, as Wolfram puts it. Like you simply cannot fucking fathom that. That's more appropriate, like what humans end up doing. And it's just so uninspiring to hear this get off planet Earth because we're going to end up burning up or something like that. It's just like, it's blah. Okay, cool. I feel drawn towards that. Like, okay, bro. Oh, we need to get off Earth because we're going to kill ourselves. Okay, another really inspiring message. Sure, that will rally the troops. Because then we can build O'Neill cylinders so that we can exist in a synthetic, like man-made, like habitat. Okay, sure. I mean, it would be quite a project, and also like it's not radical. It's not radical. It's so imaginable. It's so like, oh, you build another structure. Well, we've built lots of fucking structures. Cool. Like slow clap, you know? I get it. Sure, it would take a lot of time and resources and like engineering, etc. And also it's like that's not where we're going. That's not how things are unfolding, obviously. Okay. Things like telekinesis, like the idea that you could move things with your mind, right? Like, okay, a brain computer interface, that's closer. Like, we're kind of like, ah, that's like pretty wild to imagine. Like, I just simply like think about unlocking my door to my house and it unlocks itself. That's pretty wild. That's pretty cool. That's pretty basically magic. Like, that would definitely strike somebody as magic right now if you are capable of doing that. Okay, now turn that dial up further. Like now imagine like just fucking ripping the fabric of reality wide open and like just like willing into existence an entirely new reality. That's that's more so. Like now we're talking business. Like, okay, fucking rip open like planet Earth and like into a black hole and like start the portal into the next reality. If that's not exciting, I definitely don't understand what is exciting. that is that's borderline terrifying. That is roller coaster level exciting. So I want to like put my the stake in the ground, the prediction. That's it. Love you. Bye.